Well, greetings, printing enthusiasts. My name is Vicky Soma, and thank you for joining us for another episode of How Would You Slice That? If you're not familiar with the show, we will stream live on Tuesdays that are prime numbers, like 29. And we try to combine a little bit of community conversation time with maybe some slicing tips, tricks, or how-tos or tours. My co-host is Dr. Lawrence Nightingale, who's with me tonight. And
Hello.
How are you doing, Lawrence?
I'm doing great, Vicky. Doing great. It's been a little while, and it's been really, really hot.
Oh, yeah. We're
spoke.
both in the DC area, and
Yes.
I can attest it's quite hot. Yeah.
Yes, very much so. Oh my goodness, it's intimidatingly hot. But yes, things are going well. How's your summer been coming?
Oh, yeah, our summer's been good. We've done a lot of new activities. Went skeet shooting. We went to a blacksmithing class. So
Nice.
We've been making the most of the summer.
Oh, that's wonderful. Great, great. Yeah, my summer's been a little bit. my summer's been good. Went to Busch Gardens a couple times, water parks, and just took a boat ride 2-3 days ago. But my 3D printing experience and my 3D printing practice has been a little bit lacking in the summer. My Bamboo P1S, I had a problem with the fan, that the heatsink fan, where I plug the heatsink fan in and the hot end in, and the fan will work if the hot end's not plugged in, and the hot end will work when the fan's not plugged in. So that's been very maddening. I've Replaced 3 boards, a couple of ribbons. And
that might be a little bit like my internet. It seems to be coming and going.
oh my goodness. Okay, all right. Well, we'll be patient with it. One thing I wanted to say though is that what's been pretty, for those of us who have bamboos, and when we do have technical difficulties, they do have a log that you can send through the app. But when you send the log, you only want to send about 12 hours of the log. You don't want to send several days because you'll time out. And I found out the hard way that when you try to send the log over several days, it times out. They never get the information to bounce that back and forth several times. So, keep your log sharing short, and also don't try to send videos. The videos do not download well. They're too large from my phone anyhow. That's another piece of information I would give. But once they got the log, after about 60 days of me trying to do it, they said that they were able to diagnose it and recommend the parts that I need to get in order to fix it. So I'll be back up and running because I got some, and that, which was not a moment too soon, because I got some programs, some things I need to print things for.
Oh yeah.
For Nova. So good. How about you?
Which would be Northern Virginia Community College,
That's
where
right,
Lawrence helped with the Innovation Lab.
That's right.
I have a sister-in-law who is getting married, and the dress code is encouraging of creativity. And so I have aspirations where I want to try to combine crochet and 3D printing. I've done that before with wreaths. I've done 3D printing backing, and then I crochet the part to make wreaths.
Nice.
I've never crocheted a garment for myself, right?
Okay.
But I'm trying. My aspirations are to add beads or whatnot to it. So my whole work area is a kind of a mess where hold on, I have a picture I can show of said mess, where I am trying to learn, like what beads are work, how that interacts with the crochet, how things hang. I'm learning new stitches and stuff like that to try to figure out what to do. And I'm a very much a project-based learner. So this is finally got me on the TPU train. So I'm working with TPU, which also got me on the poly dryer train. So it's like brought new skills, just this aspiration of trying to figure out how to make myself a dress for my sister-in-law's wedding.
So you bought it, you wound up getting a dryer, a filament dryer?
I sure did, yep.
Oh boy. And does it control humidity and temperature, or?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, wow. And it works really well. I'm sure it does. I've heard good things about poly dryers. and the importance of keeping your filament dry. So where is it in your office, in your shop? Is it
the
still
floor?
oh,
Yes,
really? The best place for it, right? Good. Well, that's exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing that. And so did you get any ideas from Kaizen, or are you going in a completely different direction? He does.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was originally thinking of doing fabric, and then I realized like crochet is my craft, or that I had done before, so I thought I would try that.
All right. Well, I'll definitely, when Lily gets back from camp, we'll have to see if we can't make a visit or do a video conference and see some of the stuff that you've crocheted and 3D printed, because she's really into crochet too.
Oh, so, nice. Maybe yeah. Team up with me if I get in a crunch time. Like
yeah, absolutely. She loves crocheting. She's crocheting little animals. I bought her a book of crocheted animals, and she's made an anteater, and she's working on a moose right now too.
All right. And Lily, for those of you who don't know, is Lawrence's daughter, which is a good segue to our show, which is almost like, take your child to work day. It's almost like take your child to stream day. So this is our first time having 2 guests, I believe. Yes. And it's also our first time having guests under 18 years old. So let me hope my internet gets through this introduction, right? And all right, here we go. So as I mentioned, we have 2 young guests tonight. Our first guest is a rising 9th grader and was just 3 years old when he first got exposed to 3D printing. And the fun fact I like to share is this is how long he's been in 3D printing. He was one of Joel Telling's first 300 subscribers. So wow. Joel Telling is huge. Yes. But back when he was only 300 subscribers, this guest was one of them. Since then, he has used 3D printing for a variety of projects, including custom Christmas presents to annual entries in the 3D printed derby at 3D Printopia. This past year, he won his school science fair with a 3D printing and air quality project. He's done large-scale multi-piece projects, which I think we're about to see, like a Space Marine helmet. But lately, his passion has been putting in a 0.2 millimeter nozzle and making miniatures for Warhammer 40K. And then our second guest, if you are one of the 264,000 subscribers of Filament Stories, then you may already be familiar with our second guest. Even though she is just starting 8th grade this year, she has already done play testing and provided feedback to designers like 3D Printy, the 3D printing professor, and Make Anything. She has already flown across the country all by herself, and she's already been a guest on a 3D printing podcast before. As you may know, she is visually impaired, and 3D printing has helped her with her schoolwork. 3D printing has also helped complement her interest in games. So from tactile dice to Braille Legos to textured Othello pieces, it helps her play the games that she wants to play. She has competed in the National Braille Champion Challenge multiple years in a row, and in 2024, she came in 2nd place in her division. So tonight, for How Would You Slice That, we are welcoming rising 9th grader Sagan and rising 8th grader Reese. Hello!
Welcome to the show.
All right. Well, I guess, why don't we start off with Sagan? Why don't you talk about what you are wearing?
Okay. Okay. So what I was currently wearing was a Space Marine helmet from the game Warhammer 40K. I'll get to that in a minute. So recently I've been 3D printing Warhammer 40K miniatures, which are used for the game Warhammer 40K, and I use them to play the game. And, I'll let everyone else introduce themselves first.
Yes. Reese, thank you so much for joining us. Do you want to talk about how you first got involved with 3D printing, Reese?
I first got involved based on my blindness. We'd seen some 3D prints before, and my mom was inspired by me to begin her 3D printing career. I enjoyed figuring out how to 3D print. We had a lot of missteps along the way. Our first print, I think, was a little boat. It was a rectangle and then a boat.
Yeah, it was a rectangle.
A rectangle that failed horribly.
That failed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is
then it was a little boat.
process, yeah.
I had a lot of fun figuring it out, and now that we know how to 3D print correctly and what to do about it, it's even more fun because it helps me so much throughout life.
Yeah, I think I saw a video, Reese, where for your school, and this might have been a few years ago because this is how long you've been in 3D printing. People were doing North Carolina symbols, and a lot of your classmates were drawing them, and you were able to like 3D print physical items and bring them in as part of the school project, right?
That was fun. That was really fun.
Wait.
And,
Speak up a bit.
One thing I did learn from that is Virginia and North Carolina, we have the same state bird, the cardinal.
Oh wow!
Oh
wow!
Huh, I didn't know that.
It was interesting when she did that project because, like, I didn't know that our state beverage was milk. I think was it milk?
I have no idea. I don't remember.
That was years ago. I know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
I
if we have some
remember something
downtime,
about
I'm going to Google what the state beverage of Virginia is because I don't know.
Yeah, it was that one was easy to find. A couple of them. I was like, Reese was like, "Is it exactly right?" And I'm like, "It's a fish model." I don't know that it's but
It's
we're okay.
It's hard to get
But
accurate. You know, well, one thing about 3D printing for assistive technologies is that I actually was given a grant from Northern Virginia Community College at the kind of the outset of our 3D printing lab to make Braille assistive learning devices out of our lab. So at the conclusion of that grant, we gave away about 200 pieces of 3D printed objects that featured Braille features or were tactile books, topographic maps, multiplication table things, 100-sided dice. Yes, yeah. The 3D printing is an exceptional technology for helping people to learn, and then we took the objects and we gave them to students who were in Prince William County at different schools, it was a great project. It was really something that we were very proud of when we did it. So it's interesting that I got into 3D printing because I like to do stuff, and we found a larger mission through assistive technology. So yeah.
I made a face when you said 100-sided die. I love dice, and I have not 3D printed one with 100 sides.
Yes.
I don't know if I made a face when you said it, but I was thinking that 100-sided dice would be hard to do with Braille because they're not. You can't change the size of Braille very easily, and if you do, it kind of messes it up so that you can't read it.
You are correct. And so it's a big dice. I mean, it's probably about the size of a cue ball, but but we did it. Yeah.
That's so interesting. And Reese, you had said something about the size of Braille changing. So you have a couple things. Bring them in right over here. So she and 3D printing had designed some fidgets, and then they could they become Braille cells? And so this is one iteration, and he had some different sizes, and he wanted your feedback on what worked well and what didn't, because this is like in this size, and he even, I'm over here. This size, he even had, I can never do this. He even had one that was bigger than this. So started out with one cell that was based on a fidget, and then you went to this, and this is just 8 characters, but this is a bigger size than what you would actually end up reading if you've seen Braille. And as you're learning Braille, you are learning smaller and smaller to differentiate smaller and smaller. Now, I'll tell you this, Reese, you had a Braille, and I'm bringing this up, but a chess set, and I am completely kicking myself because I'm picturing him in my mind, and I'll remember it by the end. Come back over here, Chris. And so I'll remember him. He made a chess set for Reese that's custom. I got to get the lid off. And underneath here, there's a message that you all can probably read to Reese. Come this way. You are an inspiration. Never let blindness slow you down. Okay, so this is a little bit bigger. Actually, it's significantly bigger than actual Braille. All right, come back to me.
The main problem. I'm not saying he didn't do a great
job.
Well,
I was going to say, if this had been regular Braille size, she would have read it in half a second.
Oh,
it took me a long time.
She was going letter by letter.
But the main problem that slowed me down was that the letters were closer together than they usually are in regular Braille, so I couldn't differentiate the letters. So a T looked like it looked like a contraction with it didn't look like we have contractions in Braille, like a short form type of writing. So it looked like the word with actually.
Oh.
Yeah, so
it confused me.
Braille, considering the fact that it's a lot of dots, it's really precise.
Yes.
And they're reading this in super precise. And it's big, but they've shrunk it down pretty small. In any case, I just love the fact that okay, I'm sorry. I feel bad when I don't remember somebody's name, and you've had this and you've gotten a chance to play. This is completely custom for you.
Mm-hmm. Can
I talk now? Oh, she wants to know if she can talk. I'm gonna be quiet. Okay, go, Rhea.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm gonna scoot you over. Come on over. Okay, I'll get out of the way.
You don't have to get out of the way. I'm sorry. Did I? Okay. Well, you know what?
I know we might. Hold on. You want to talk about this with Braille, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's do this thing with Braille, and then we want to make sure that we're not hijacking.
We get into Warhammer 40K.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we'll get into that.
But speaking of Braille, since we talked about it, you have 3 of these. Would you like to have me? You want to hand them over? This is going to be. I'm going to pull this over.
You stole Vicky.
I stole. Oh, you want to? Oh, okay. Go ahead.
You stole Vicky.
Did you do my name in Braille?
Oh my goodness!
I did all things.
Wow.
Okay, so I'm going to see if I can. You get it here, Chris? I'm going to see if I can get it. It's hard to see, but I'm going to tell you that this 1 dot means that the next character is a capital, and this is the letter V.
Oh my goodness!
And then we have 2 dots there. It's so hard to see here. I'm trying to get it. If I get,
we can see.
Is that okay? V I. I'm not in the right place. Okay. VICKY, and then we have 2 blanks. So that is. Why can I not do this? Vicky. Okay. And then do you have anyone else's name?
Sagan.
You have Sagan's name. All right. Let's go here. And again, I'm going to turn it until we can see.
We can see it.
Not this much. Okay, here we go. So we start with the capital, and then you have SAGAN. Right?
Sagan, so have you seen your name in Braille before? You're muted.
There we go. Okay.
No, I've never seen my
more?
name written in Braille.
You got one more?
This one's Lawrence. Sorry, I don't have your name capitalized, but it wasn't big enough.
It's a lot of letters.
Okay, hold on. Let me get.
Oh my God! What a delightful treat.
Slowly. Okay. Yep. So, see if I can get that. In any case, so these were things that 3D printing made.
Wow.
It's upside down, which is why I was like, it does not look like an L. Okay, yeah, the L actually looks like an L because it's 3. And then A is just 1 dot because it's the beginning. Okay. So, yep.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much.
Okay, in any case, Reese said I need a fidget before this. And then she came up with and she was like, how do you spell each of their names? Okay. So let's get you guys back on track.
Oh, okay. Oh no, we can go.
Okay.
Sagan, are you ready to talk about what got you into 3D printing and the kind of things that you make?
Of course. Hold on, let me get things ready.
All right, while you do that, I will say that the beauty of 3D printing is that you don't have to make what someone else is making, right? Me and Sagan live in the same house. We share some of the same genes and we print very, very different things. We have different strategies of how we go about it.
Awesome.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Okay. So I'm gonna start with the non-Warhammer related stuff. Okay. So I will start with last year's Derby car. So this Derby car is supposed to be a plains, like a forest biome surrounding a little castle on wheels. And the castle's got little divots for each brick and a red flag. This took me pretty long to make. I tried to keep improving the design. I made this in Tinkercad because for some reason I just can't understand how to work Blender.
Right.
So
It takes time.
Tinkercad all the time. And so like all my models that I've made are in Tinkercad. Now unfortunately I can't find a lot of my models. I might be able to find some later. I got only a few models that I've actually designed. But I made this in Tinkercad. I used it for the Derby race. It didn't win.
We're never contenders for speed, but we still love doing the Derby.
Great designs.
I really liked how it turned out. It took me forever to get the bricks right. But I'd like to explain how I designed this actually. Because Tinkercad, you only got basic shapes, so it's very difficult to make it.
Right. Yeah. You only got basic shapes, and you got some repeating shapes there. The brick going around the cylinder.
Okay. So what I did was I started off with the base, just a plain square, and then I added circles all around to simulate hills, and they already had a pre-made tree model. And so I started with a cylinder, followed by a bigger cylinder for the castle, and I did another cylinder on top of it, but with gap rectangles to make those little top parts for the castle and make them in like a circular way. And then I got and I put a gap inside of a gap to make like a little outer ring, a hollowed out ring, and use that to create the bricks.
Really?
So it may have been easier to do it in Blender, but I never learned.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I can see it seems like you've got circles that make your lines going all the way across. And how did you keep the bricks distance equally like that? That was pretty amazing.
Well, I kind of just used like a copy and pasted. I don't know. I kind of mainly eyeballed it, sort of. Hold on, let me check. I mean, I kind of eyeballed it. Some of them are not evenly sized.
Oh, okay. It's hard to tell from here. I mean,
It's hard to tell, but I spent a long time on this. This was like I actually took the Derby car seriously.
Well, we're glad you did. Did you the trees there? Are those trees going in holes, or is that all one construction?
It's all one part. I just 3D
gosh.
printed it one. I just put it on the printer and it came out like this. I actually have a failed project. I have a failed version. It was so close for perfection. It just failed right at the very top. It sent me back quite some hours and it was quite frustrating, but I may do. Okay, moving on to my next item.
Hold on for a second. One question. Those trees, those trunks are brown and the trees are green. Is that brown filament or is that brown paint?
Oh, this was all the different filaments. The thing I like about the Bamboo Mini is it can automatically switch.
Got it.
And it gave a lot of filament poops. Like I filled an entire basket of it because it had to switch colors so many times.
Awesome.
Well, let's continue on to my next project, or are there any other questions?
No, we're looking forward to the next project. What you got? Looks like it's yellow and gray. It looks like a rocket to me.
I really have memory of making. It's got a little point on the side. I wasn't really sure what those are supposed to be. Maybe they're missiles or something. But it's got points on the side. And a little diamond shape in the center. I think that's supposed to be its power source. I don't really remember. It's supposed to be some sort of spaceship, but it was like years ago.
Wow, and that's the first thing you designed?
Not the first thing I designed, but the first thing I really remember designing.
Yeah, I think I remember a few designs that before, a lot of squares or circles that you had. You had gold coins that were just circles that you had me print out once. But
this was the first one I really remembered.
Wow, well, look at that. That's awesome. Okay. And so now you're now you're doing other stuff. Go ahead.
Okay. This is an honorable mention, but for Pi Day, my mom, Vicky, printed these pies, and I gave them to my teacher. They have a magnet on the back.
Okay, we should
pie with the pi symbol on them on the front and a blue background.
We should give a shout out to Karen Chow Designs. Yeah. That's who designed the pie magnet that I love so much.
Oops.
No,
it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, moving on to my next model. I got a lot. I'll try and pick up the pace. This I used as a derby. It's a stretched out version of another model I will show later today, but it's stretched out so it fell in the rules, and it's like a tank. It's supposed to be a transport, and it's also from Warhammer 40K.
And is that solid through and through, or is that hollow?
Hollow? I think it's solid.
Okay.
Oh, I believe it has infill in it. Yeah.
Oh, infill. Okay. And so tell us the scientific reason why it's blue and yellow. I'm sure there's got to be something very, very studious and important about the blue and yellow color. So why don't you tell us that?
Well, I just decided. At the time, I was really, with the Ukraine war going on, I decided to do blue and yellow to support them with my graphic card. I also thought blue and yellow was a very cool color combination.
Yeah, it is, and with meaning. So that's great. Wow. Well, thank you. And did you put any additional weight or anything in that? It's all just plastic when you erased it?
I think right here we had room for pennies. There's this little gap at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's our common derby hack is we leave room for pennies and weights so we can maximize the weight of our cars.
I've been talking for quite some time. I was just wondering if anyone wants to add anything before I keep continuing.
I have an idea. Why don't we do a little more with Reese and then come back are you at the point where you're at your miniatures?
Yes, I'm reaching my miniature point.
Okay, so yeah, let's do a little segment with Reese and then come back because miniatures could be a whole section in itself, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a long talk about that.
Okay.
I have a comment, and I don't know if you do, but those trees are my favorite thing.
Oh, and Tinkercad?
The trees on I love those trees. I actually want that tree bigger, and I want to print it out and have it around as a holiday decoration. I just love the design.
Wow, yeah, it's really it is nice.
Yeah.
Well, they weren't really. Did I follow Mark Rober's derby race?
Okay.
Derby racing. Sorry, I don't think so. Wait. Did I?
No, you're completely. I wouldn't say you're completely.
I know we listened to his escape room tips before we did an escape room. Even I'm not sure.
Those were good.
I follow Mark Rober. I don't think I saw his derby racing one. But also what I was gonna say, the trees I didn't design. They are a pre-design in Tinkercad.
Ah.
Yeah.
So if you just go into Tinkercad, you can just take one of the objects, which is one of the trees, and then you get them.
Okay. Okay. They look great on your derby vehicle. You said you wanted to say something.
I just wanted to say that you're a lot braver than me because I'm actually afraid to go near 3D printers while they're actually printing. Because they're hot and there's liquid stuff coming out of it and I can't see it and it's just a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah. It's not fear. No. That is basic safety around 3D printing. So you're right there where most of us should be anyhow.
Be wise.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a couple of things. I'm going to hand them to you, and then you want to talk about them?
Okay.
All right. So the first one is in this box. And we have a lot of clock spring boxes, by the way. I'll say, oh, new clock spring model, and Chris will say another box. Let me get this out of the way.
Yeah. Reese?
Yeah?
Could you repeat the last thing you said about the 3D printer safety? I was lagging and I couldn't hear.
I said that I'm afraid or cautious around 3D printers while they're printing because filament comes out liquid and hot, and I don't want to be near them while they're printing because I'm afraid that I'll burn myself or get hurt otherwise.
Good. Thank you so much.
Helpful safety tips.
All right, you can continue.
These are Braille dice.
This one out here. Can I dump them?
That's going to be loud.
All right.
Oh, there's even more. Someone got enthusiastic and printed a lot. Maybe me. So,
well, if you ask me, there's two different types. This type, that's like a normal 6-sided die that has like just the number of dots.
Oh, okay.
And then this one.
Wait, come back. So this is so if you see how it's inset, it's all flat, right? But you can feel the numbers. Yep. And then
this one that has actual Braille numbers. So like the number 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's going to be a little hard to see, especially because I can't line. So there's the number 6, and then this would be the Braille for 6.
Wow.
And let's find another number. Let's find 1. I'm going to find 2, 1. Oh,
Want to know a secret Braille thing?
A secret Braille thing, yeah.
Numbers 1 through 9. Okay, 0 through 9. Well, actually, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0.
Okay.
Are also the same as A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J.
Looks like they've got a reminder before and a reminder after.
Yeah, so if this is the number 4, if you can see it, there's 2 Braille cells. The first one is a backwards L.
Oh.
And that
a backward print L.
If we were to write it, a backwards L. And that is, you explain.
A number indicator, meaning that whatever follows is a number.
Go back.
There you go.
For me, please. Okay. Sorry. And then, so if for 4, what would you have after that?
The letter D.
So that's indicator D.
Oh.
So to do Braille, to actually represent the Braille on a die, you need more space. You need 2 Braille cells, which is why, go to this one. Oh, you're still here. This one is really hard, right? And they're there. Copper was a bad choice, but we have the number and the Braille, and this is actually smaller than Braille cells. I think, is that hard to read? Although, it's interesting.
There's Braille on this, I can't tell.
Yeah, I can say, there's Braille on that, and that's not the right size, but I don't know that I printed it at the size that the person who designed it
can feel it.
Designed it. Right. I could have said, I made it smaller.
I learned the hard way that you got to have some field testing around this Braille thing, because people can produce whatever they want and publish whatever they want, and sometimes they haven't tested them fully, and so so it's great that you and Reese are working together on these things, because being able to determine what works and what doesn't is so crucial before you print 100 of them. Think you're going to help people, and then you wind up falling short. So I run into that too. Yeah.
Now that was actually 3D Printy wanted to take his Braille cell design, and he wanted to not only make it where anyone can print it, but he wanted to make it completely what is it? The all rights. I can't remember what.
Yeah, open source.
What do you say? Where anyone can take it, can copy it, can print it, can modify it, can sell it, can do anything. He just wanted it's not open source, but he wanted it out there because he said, I would rather it get to someone who needs it, regardless of how it gets there.
I think that's a Creative Commons, actually. Yeah.
Creative Commons. No, wait, it's beyond Creative Commons because you have to give attribution. Creative Commons, you have to get.
There's some other.
So
there's
a public domain, I think.
Public domain. That's it.
Thank you. Sorry. Thank you, Vicky.
Okay. No, I couldn't remember. All right, and then this here is our next thing.
This is a dice tower. It's a way to it's a way to, what do you call it? Roll dice without them getting everywhere. Because for one example, we play Monopoly on a squishy surface. So you have to roll the dice pretty hard. And they've gone flying across the room a few times. That's true, I can't.
I love this. I love this. So you get them at the bottom.
I didn't drop them well enough.
But this one,
that's right.
Yeah, if you, I don't know if you've seen this one. If it might be too full. So
I'll try.
Clock Spring and I, while you reload, Clock Spring,
sorry.
Okay, wait, do the reload, huh? Okay, those 4. So you check your roll, you do your move, you got doubles, you get to go again. What do you do to roll again? Here.
Oh, thank you. I forgot that.
Yeah,
I rolled again.
So Clock Spring and I
got more doubles.
You got more doubles? Oh, one more time. Did you go to jail?
Yes, I did.
So Clock Spring and I originally met because I had never seen a dice tower. This is back when I first started 3D printing and found his stuff and just loved it because it was like mathematical and anyway, and geometric. And I messaged him and said, this is wonderful. My daughter is young, and when she's rolling a die, she doesn't, it goes off the table. She doesn't know, or if it doesn't, where did it go? And this is such a great way to be able to contain them and then roll them. And Sagan has a question for you.
Yeah.
I was wondering, could you send me the model for the dice tower? Because that'd be really useful. Because I've been playing a lot of board games recently, and the dice just get everywhere.
Yes, I will. Yes, we did a video on it. I will find it and link it so that you can find it because it's not ours. Okay. What else? Oh, next, or do you all want to go back to Sagan? I was going to say, well, we can do something. Board games. We've talked about chess, right?
I wanted to mention something about Braille size. The reason I remember this from our previous conversation. The reason that Braille is sized the way it is and that you don't usually change it is because you read Braille with your fingertips, and your fingertips are a certain size. So if it's too small, your fingertips aren't sensitive enough to read it and understand it. And if it's too big, then it's bigger than your fingertip, and you have to like feel around a whole big thing.
I've never heard that. That makes total sense.
Yeah. And so,
hi, Kaizen.
Reese, your fingertips. Like I played the guitar at different points from time to time, right? And when they talk about playing the guitar, they say that your fingertips are essentially right under your fingernails. So, like, if you think of your fingernail, like maybe 5 millimeters from your fingernail to the front of your finger, that's what guitarists call your fingertips. Most people think of their fingertips as the part that if you were to lay your palm down flat on the table, the part of your fingers that touch that table, most people call that their fingertips. So which part of your finger, the part that's flat on the table or the one right under your fingernail is your fingertip?
Right under the fingernail.
Wow. Okay. There you go. All right, got it.
When
makes a difference.
So it is, as those of you out there who are parents will know, that you learn a lot as your child is learning, things you didn't know or forgot. And we've learned a lot of things. One of the things that's super interesting is as Reese learned Braille, she's going across and you're using 2 fingers, which makes sense. And now you're going to go to the next line and read. But then when you get to advanced mode,
Scissor technique's horrible.
I love this. You get over here, this finger keeps reading and the next finger goes down. I have no idea how that works. That's like a, yeah.
I'm left-handed, and for some reason, I read with my left hand pretty much almost like only my left hand. Most people use both of their hands, but if I try to read my Braille with just using my right hand, I can read as slow as a snail, or like 1 line per minute, which is not good.
It's hard to get through high school that way.
We'll talk about 2 games. Well, 1 game really fast, and then we'll get back to Sagan.
Yes.
Okay, so this is not a dice game, but we had a video about it recently. This is a game a lot of you may recognize.
It is called Reversi.
Or Othello.
So that's just a brand name.
That's the brand. That's the one I know.
Yeah,
and he gave this to me to bring to you at the Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Festival. And the nice thing about this is that there is physical dividers. And we had a set that's you can buy that has physical dividers, but this has magnets in there so they stay in place.
Yep.
Wow.
And how do you tell?
One's flat and one has consecutive circles. I don't think that's the right word.
Concentric.
Concentric. Thank you.
Yeah.
My lights. Yeah. And so, and I'll tell you this, we don't have this in any of the ones I've ever had. The fact that you can take yours out and have your own little thing, I like that.
That's awesome. Yeah, very well thought out. Wow, it's beautiful.
Really nice.
Yeah.
And it's all 3D printed.
I think it's free. I can't remember, but it's available on Silver Sunbeam. And you mentioned, okay. Shall we have Sagan have a go with what's coming, what he has next?
All right. All right, buckle up, everyone. I think we're going to get into some Warhammer here.
Warhammer.
Are you ready?
I'm a little nervous.
Unleash you.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
I got my...
Courtney and Reese, there are some people saying hi to you in the chat.
We just heard Aunt A is there. And Bob Carnes, and we said Kaizen 3D. Hi, everybody.
Oh, hey, Kaizen, how's it going?
Oh, hey, someone says they've never heard of Warhammer, so why don't you start off?
Okay, I'm going to keep this as short as I possibly can, because I've heard I can go on for hours about it.
We call it a lore loop.
Okay, it's basically, it takes place in the year 40,000, and it takes place in this dark sci-fi universe where there's super soldiers that fight orcs and it's just this massive intergalactic war, which in the end is used to play a tabletop game using plastic miniatures.
Great.
That is like my shortest description. But all right, I'm going to start off with my prints. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the Dreadnought. Now, I 3D printed, okay, I need to cover something. I 3D printed all of these with the 0.2 nozzle. Hold on. The 0.2 nozzle gets you better details than the 0.4 nozzle. For example, I made this with the 0.4 nozzle, and you can see all the lines and not much detail, and the paint didn't stick on quite well, so didn't work. You can really see the lines of the 3D print. But if you compare that to one I printed with the 0.4 nozzle, it feels a lot smoother, and while the lines are still visible, you got to look a lot closer at them. Now I'm going to start with the Dreadnought miniature.
Quick question, Sagan. If I can see the lines on your miniatures, does that either mean that you lose points or that you're not cool? Which one is it? Does it affect the play of the game? No, I always mess with
Someone
people
might
because
mind if they see that all my minis are 3D printed, but I'm not sure.
yeah, I mean, the lines are just to me they are artifacts of the fact of the way that things are manufactured. But that's just me. So go ahead. Takes so much longer for point two. How much longer does it take to make a point two?
What? Wait, what'd you say?
How much longer does it take to print the same model when you go between point 4 to point 2?
Okay. This model right here takes 4 hours each to print.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, it's better to print them in multiple parts because that means less layers. This model, despite being more detailed, only takes 2.5 hours to print.
Awesome.
Okay. Okay, so right now, as I was saying, this is a dreadnought. Oh, and yes, W to the comment who says that I painted Black Templars.
Here, I'll put them.
These are also painted to be the Black Templar chapter.
Okay.
But this is a dreadnought. It's a big mech. And it's got heavy weaponry, and it's pretty good in melee. Although I don't think I've played the game long enough to say anything about stats. But I really liked how this model turned out. I like its detail. But I'm gonna move on to the next models. And so I'm gonna start. This was the first Space Marine model I painted in my group of Space Marines. It's a lot less detailed and it's a bit oversized.
Oh.
I don't think I have an actual Space Marines. What printer am I using for the miniatures? Oh, I'm using the Bamboo Mini, the A1 Mini. Yeah. They're a lot tall. They're slightly taller than the normal miniature, so the proportions were not good. And I printed yes.
The model wasn't the right size, so I measured it, but I measured one with the base, right? I gave you the wrong dimensions.
Wait, what? Yeah. No, I made my own dimensions. It's just this model was meant to be smaller, and so when I sized it up, it became a lot wider than it was supposed to be.
Okay.
Okay. So I printed like 9 of these guys, and I was able to play a game with them.
Wow.
I lost the game, but that's fine. That doesn't matter. But my army was led by this guy called the Emperor's Champion. And that is my full army that I all printed. And so the guy in front is the Emperor's Champion. He led my army. He does pretty good damage in melee. Now, later you can see that there you got these Marines on the right were the first models I got of them. But the Marines on the left are these newer models. If you can put me on full screen, I can show.
Sure. There you go.
Uh-oh. There you go.
Okay, so now and if you want to know how much I had to resize the models, this was the original size. I didn't get the supports on this one. Okay. Does it work like chess or more like you don't know about? Okay. So Warhammer is like you set up 2 armies, you roll dice. It's very, very complex. Like there are lots of dice rolls involved and lots of rules, and there's stratagems. I mean, it's kind of a mixture of both, like chess and like an RPG. It's like a turn-based fighting game where you set up these armies and you fight. You like to capture objectives, and you need your units to take cover. But continuing on, I then printed this model. I found this model on Cult 3D. And thank you for the thing. I found these minis on Cult 3D. They printed in different parts, and I glued them together. Now, whilst I was gluing them, my glue exploded. And so I decided to take that glue and put it to have the little fire, because this wasn't on the model. I just added it using glue, and then I painted it. Okay,
very cool.
Now I got 2 more models to talk about.
Can't wait.
Okay, so I have this spaceship. I'd model it to look like the Space Marines spaceship. Thank you. But these would deploy the Space Marines. But at the time I played a game called Battlefleet Gothic, where you're basically flying spaceships in the Warhammer universe, and I saw the Space Marine spaceship and I wanted to print it, so I 3D printed it. Now my final model is this Rhino transport. You may recognize it, similar to the Derby one. I printed this one a long time ago, but I finally got to painting it, and I finally learned. Battlefleet Gothic. Have I 3D printed many ships from the game too? I only 3D printed this ship. I might try to model and print more. I might try to model and print more, but I've only printed this spaceship from the game.
I haven't. Okay, go ahead. And so you showed the Battlefleet Gothic. Is that was the last one that you made?
Oh, this one I made a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
I think you adapted that to a Derby car too one year, right?
Yes. Hold on, I can get the Derby car real quick.
Okay.
This is in Derby card form. I don't know why it's covered in tape.
Okay.
That would be about the pennies. We taped
the weight.
We taped pennies on it.
To increase the weight of it. Okay. And I have one more final thing.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, so I made this helmet, or well, my mom made this helmet, but I was the one who requested it. It's not fully glued, but hold on.
You know, I have a picture of it.
Oh, wait, you can pull up the picture. Okay, that was when it's fully glued. But this broke down. So, let me see if I can kind of hold it together.
Wow, okay.
Let me get you in full screen. There you go.
All right. Oh, almost.
There you go.
All right. Is that a Warhammer
Wait, it was so
helmet?
heavy that it just came apart.
Oh.
The 3D group worked pretty well to keep it together, but from the use, it just came apart. Okay, I think that I'm done with my.
There's one question from the chat I wanted you to field. Have you looked at resin printers for even more details?
Okay. Detail? I have. It's just I was worried about the air quality dropping.
Yes, you have scientifically researched air quality.
I
as it relates to 3D printing. Now, have I opened a can of worms here? But but it's important to you.
I'll let all of y'all talk before I talk about my science fair project.
Yeah.
Because I've been talking for enough.
Thank you. That's very gracious. And we love hearing from you. It's so much fun.
And I like this again shows, with 3D printing, you can print different things. So Reese and Courtney are probably about to show us something completely different.
Okay. Okay, so my husband looked up the dice tower. He can't post a link in the chat, but he said the name, it is on printables.
Okay. Is it the battle?
Oh, he put it in the comment.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's on printables. It's pretty popular. So, and it's free, which is, great. Okay. So the first thing is we had a request in the comments. Can you zoom in, Chris?
Oh, yes.
From Raybert, and wanted to know it's upside down again. If we could have Reese write, and this is Jimmy, which is his cat's name, so he could show it to her, him, they. Yeah, but is it a her cat or a him cat? Is it a boy cat?
Jimmy sounds possibly a boy.
Maybe a boy, but you know what? If it's a girl cat, we fully embrace the name. All right, Raybert, I hope this helps.
That's my boy.
That's my boy, Jimmy. Okay, so that was the first thing. So cool. I think we've got a couple things because Warhammer 3K, one thing I'll say that we have not done yet, it has been in plan for a long time, and that's to get the Catan, which we played Catan Junior, and we've not 3D printed everything, but the Catan sets, there's so many people who've made just beautiful. I
actually have a set that's almost completely 3D printed at my school.
Well, that takes the fun out of it.
Your school has a free 3D printer?
No, they bought it.
Oh, they bought it 3D printed? Whoa. Okay, well,
we would have had you do it, don't worry, but we were going to get a Braille set. It just accidentally came in as a 3D printed set, so they messed it up, but it turned out just as good, so hooray.
Well, maybe somebody on Etsy maybe made some good money. I mean, hey, I would think. Okay, for printing it all. But one thing is that we have done from time to time, and you haven't done this so much, but printing models for, this is some Dune game right here. Pull this off. You want to break it off?
Oh, yes. I like
do it. Don't break it up. Like flex it. Yeah, it's a sandworm. Take this and flex.
Give me that thingy.
Oh, the thingy. Yeah, flex it.
That. I forgot.
Big flex. Other way. Rotate 90 degrees.
I did already.
Bigger flex. There you go.
What was the thingy? Okay. Was it a build tech spatula?
Yeah, and then Chris, here, zoom in on this. I am terrible at this job.
Nice.
So this is for what game is it that this was, Chris? There's some little, he's drooling, Dune Imperium.
He has a weird thing on his head.
And Chris is playing with a friend. Oh, that's because it's a sandworm. They're about 5 stories tall, 10 stories tall.
Really?
Here's the other one. Yeah.
Are there real sandworms?
No.
That's sad because they're kind of cute.
I know. Yeah.
The one is a pet.
Cute is totally, no, you can't. You have to move out first. Okay. So other things, so we'll move along a little bit, is this is Print-A-Quest. And so I'm going to zoom in. This was a Kickstarter that was done by the 3D printing professor. Now this is a filament box, and hold on just a second. And this is just photocopied stuff, but he ran a Kickstarter, and Print-A-Quest was based on his Print-A-Block, which has, it's a connector, block and connector system. And he wanted to make an adventure game out of it.
Wow.
And then he said, would you be interested in evaluating a tactile version?
Yeah, I was going to say that this isn't the original version. This is actually a version for visually impaired people, because the original version, let me bring this under here. It had walls like this, like the doors.
I'm going to bring this under so we can put this in the camera. I'm going to try to aim for the spot. Fail, Courtney, fail. Yeah, the original one, it had full walls. It really was pretty nice feeling. And then, okay, I'm going to hand it back to you. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You want to come over and demo it or explain what it does?
I'll explain how to play it.
Okay, explain how to play.
So basically, you can have a number of players. It doesn't really matter.
Go overhead, and we've got a bunch. So give us the
and
fast.
Each player has a certain number of health points, which is pretty usual for a game. For instance, each of these players have 3 health points. I'm not sure if that's the actual thing because I'd have to look at the instructions, but I'm just saying that they do.
1 minute to finish.
All right. And so the players, they go around and kill all the monsters, and they open treasure chests. And once they get through the entire dungeon, there's either an exit out.
Yeah. So when you get,
or you have to go back to the entrance.
But it's a dice game.
It's a dice game. There is a die somewhere.
Yeah, it's a dice game. And the thing about it that's really neat is you can have as many rooms as you want. Now, I think you can still get this, but if you were in the Kickstarter, it comes with a certain number of adventures already written up. And so we did an adventure that was already written up.
It was fun.
And yeah, you move around, and then hold on here, come over here. I'm going to move you.
And you have to lift up the doors.
Yeah, and this is something that was so when you get over here, and then now you can move into the next room. And I just think some of this is so cute.
It's kind of like Dungeons and Dragons.
Open these.
Kinda.
This is not a treasure. This is a mimic, so it's a monster. But hopefully this is a treasure. Is that a treasure? Oh, it's a treasure. And of course you can create your own. And what I did not realize was that Reese can completely do the whole thing, but what I didn't realize is that this is not just a few things changed. He really revamped the same exact game to be fully accessible. And I was so impressed when I realized it. He did a lot of work.
At the beginning, we were trying to create the regular version, but we didn't have enough pieces because he sent it all to us. And then we realized that that wasn't the actual version that he'd sent us.
Yeah, we were, but he was really, so this is actually really interesting. I think it's a lot of fun. You can do this, and we had some fun with it. So let's do a couple things really fast. We did that.
You don't need to rush on our account.
We don't? Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, we've got just a couple things. One is if you are looking for something fun and you're looking for it for any aged child, just like, for instance, Lego is an extensible game system. This is not the box that this came in, but I put it in hot chocolate. So with marshmallows because Clock Spring just does the cutest things. So this is called Plus. You make something and I'll show it.
I'm bad at making it.
So these are it is one block. That's it. Right? It looks like 2 pluses together, which is why it's called Plus. And of course, I know it's IP, so let me just say right away that there's a company that makes this. And so you can buy these, and we got them for our children, and Grayson, my son, just had when in doubt, give him a stack of those and he would make something. You can make, they'll lie flat, but he made all kinds of things, and then the 2 of you would do stuff. But I thought, just like Lego, you can make your own.
Make your own ideas.
So yeah, we made a couple of them.
One thing I've learned is that you can make almost anything with 3D printing if you think about it.
Very good point.
I think that should be our quote.
No, you cannot use my quotes. I make my own quotes and not yours.
Something else, you may have seen this, and I should pull it out, and you beat the pants off me.
Of course I did.
Yeah, I know. You were so good at this. Is Jenga. And I've forgotten his name, and he designed a Jenga. And each one, here, you want some? Okay, hold on, as we're dumping stuff out. He redesigned it so you've got the infill visible.
It's the infill.
But the infill's visible there, but you also have the infill visible here. So it looks like, but it's actually a few pieces snapped together. But it has just this gorgeous look. And I think he's got some of the main, check this one. Oh, look at that, right? just so pretty. And then I printed them out in a number of colors. Oh wait, we've got Hilbert curve.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, Hilbert curve. So, and then it
it really plays well.
It works well. I suppose it would depend on the frictionality of your
print and your bed.
It probably just works well in my opinion because I won.
that has, but this is a free model, and I'm trying to remember where it was super popular at a point, and this has been a lot of fun. So we've been, I know, Sagan, you've done, and the Warhammer 40K, I have not been involved in that, but I've known people who've played it. That's such a cool game. Such a cool game.
One more thing I wanted to mention.
One more thing. I'll mention one last thing. Go.
Jenga, I've had a lot of people that have it at the Braille Challenge, my next door neighbors, all sorts of places. And half the time when you're doing the 3x3 block, it doesn't fit. So you put down 3 and then you do 3 the other way, and it's too long or it's too short.
Oh, the precision of the cut wood blocks?
Yeah. They always mess it up like more than they should.
Does that bother you?
Yes, it does.
See, she's definitely my child.
And you can
so that was fun. I would say there are several other things there are other things. I was actually, I apologize, I was not as prepared for this as I wanted to, but it turns out we had far more than I realized. And I was looking around and I was like, Devin Montes did a puzzle. There's 2 different size cubes and there's magnets, but they're inside. And so you have you have these cubes, and how do you put the puzzle together? And so it doesn't matter whether your eyes are open or closed. And Reese was really good at it. Yeah, the 2x2 cube you figured out in not far. The 3x3 cube.
That was easy.
Well, it was meant to be, but actually that was really fun. That's free from Devin Montes. It's a fun one.
The 3x3 was hard though.
Yeah.
But I figured it out before you. I think. Maybe.
Yeah, you did. It's a repeating theme.
Well,
I know.
You've taught her well.
Yeah. So I'm sure we've done lots of other things, but we've had lots of fun. I would say we'll hand it off to Sagan if you want to go and talk about Alexa. Is the other thing is there is a Braille bricks for Lego. Never heard of this. So this is not we've got the shiny light. Okay, this is going to be super loud, so I'm going to hold it. But this is Braille bricks. It is available. You can't just go and buy it, which is a little bit frustrating, but usually, it's free if you just get any. Oh, you going in here? But it has, what does it have in here? And so this has been a lot of fun, although you're really fast at it.
It has some that Mom designed.
Here we go. Come over here.
Me?
No, not you. Sorry.
Oh, look at that.
So it has, what are included brick-wise, Reese?
All the letters, punctuation. That's it.
Letters and punctuation.
Oh, okay.
And plus minus. So this is interesting, and I'm going to tell you guys, and nobody sneak and do this, okay? I'm going to tell you what I've been planning to do for a while, and I haven't done it. So pop back out. In order to learn Braille, the first thing they do is they learn the letters and the numbers and the punctuation and the math, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then off you go, and you're ready, and that's all you need to know, right?
No.
Right. So as a mother, and I was learning Braille alongside of her, Braille takes a lot of space. And when you have to spell everything out, it takes up just a lot of space. And so what did they do to make it better?
Contracted Braille.
And there are how many contractions?
180 something.
180 contractions that make everything shorter. And some of it's really easy. Like what's one? There is a single Braille cell that means THE. But a Braille cell is 2x3, and you only have so many combinations. So what else?
for instance, in Lawrence's name, ENCE is a contraction.
Is it really?
ENCE.
Yep. Yeah, wow. I didn't use it
because
when I did it because you'd want to see it spelled out before you actually saw the contraction first.
ING, ED.
Yeah.
Yeah, really common things. And
science.
And then there are other things like if you put the letter B and there's nothing on either side, it's standing alone. And instead of being the letter B, it's but. T is that, right? Y is you. So there's a whole bunch of them. So after you learn these basic things, you then need to learn contracted Braille. Well, in this set, it doesn't have that. Well, 180, that's too many. How can we do that? Well, there'll be way too many. Well, it turns out that it's 180 things that you need to do, but it's only 25 more items.
Because contractions have the same cell combinations for some of them.
Yeah. So here, pop in here. You go back to me. So I designed the missing ones.
Wow.
For instance,
cool.
there's beside. For instance, there's beside, behind, beyond, beneath, and probably one other, but I can't think of. And there's a BE contraction, and then there's S, H, Y, and N.
Wow.
So and between, so T. So you only need those letters and then the BE.
Yeah, so I wasn't able, you know what I need, that 0.2 millimeter nozzle. I wasn't able to put the, like Sagan, you've done, I wasn't able to actually put what it is here. But this, just by having those, and so I was working with the Lego charity guy, Lego charity guy. I think that's his name, on TikTok. And he was asking Lego if they would be interested, because if Lego will release them, we'll release them. But my plan was, if that doesn't happen, I'm just going to put them out there and say, again, have at them, because why not?
Yeah.
You can have fun.
Wow. Well, thank you for sharing that. That's awesome. Making real differences.
Yeah. And then Lego, you can do whatever you want. Okay. But let's go back to Sagan. We took a lot of time.
Oh, no, it's fine. And so, Sagan, there was a request in the comments to hear about your science fair project. Oh, shoot. We have some questions for Reese, too. I guess we'll loop back to those. Or, well, real quick.
Yeah.
Software side.
We'll start with the questions for Reese.
Okay. So, Reese, have you worked a lot with the software on the 3D printing side? Because there's a question of how you found the accessibility to be.
I have actually not gone onto the software accessibly. I didn't think it was accessible, which means that I've never actually used it.
I'm not sure.
But I'm getting better at using JAWS. It might be accessible using JAWS.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, what's JAWS?
It's a screen reader that that blind users use for their computers.
We had a gentleman on the show earlier this year, Edis, and he was, I think he used AstroPrint because that worked well with his screen reader. But he was doing things where he was taking screenshots of his 3D model and having ChatGPT describe it to him, so he would get an idea of what his model looked like before he printed it.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Screen readers don't do images or screenshots. They don't read them at all. That's annoying when it comes to schoolwork, because half my teachers, they like to screenshot the work and then put it into Canvas. So I can't even do any of the work because of what they did to that.
You should make friends with ChatGPT.
I should not.
Yes. A good tool, yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at your Derby cars and thinking, I wonder if AI, because there's on Bamboo Lab, on Bamboo Studio, what do they have? It's the
I have no
Make My something.
Oh yeah, they have the Make My Statue, which Sagan did for
Make
Christmas
My Statue.
this year.
Yeah, and so
Is it
that
okay if I get one of those real quick?
I think I have a picture of one.
I can get one real quick.
But also,
Yeah.
I was going to say, if that's, unless we have another question, I feel bad, Sagan. We're hogging the time.
Oh no, it's okay. We've been doing a nice little
I
balance.
want to hear about your science fair project. You won the science. I know.
Yes.
Oh, one other thing.
The rail brakes
Okay.
are now available.
So before I continue to talk about the science fair project, I'd like to just shout out to Fortune School for recommending me the model creator Italian Moose. Those spaceship models look awesome, and I might want to print some.
All right.
So I'm going to continue on to the science fair. All right. Let me see if I can get some. Hey, Mom, do you know where the benchies are?
Ooh. I had a whole stack on my room.
Actually, wait, my science fair script. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna open.
You start talking. I'll start looking.
Okay, I'm going to open up my science fair on PowerPoint so I can more accurately talk about it. Because I have it saved. Let me just find it. Okay, well, I got my science fair PowerPoint open up to the side, and I'm ready to talk about it. Let me just orient the screens and stuff. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to respond to a comment. If you know the Thousand Suns army from Warhammer, I modified the ships have pyramids on them because the army is very Egyptian. My dad actually has an entire Thousand Suns collection with Magnus in it. He's even got some custom models to answer that comment. Okay, so all right, my science fair project was the effect of 3D printer filament temperature on air quality. Okay, so I'm just gonna read off of this. The background research. This experiment will test the different 3D printing temperatures of commonly used PLA filament to see its impact on air quality. Some of the things that affect air quality will be monitored, such as particulate matter, PM10 and PM2.5, volatile organic compounds, VOC, and nitrogen dioxide, NO2. This experiment is important to determine if 3D printing with PLA is safe and could cause health problems, especially considering many public places like libraries and schools are 3D printing with PLA.
I think we have someone who works at a library in the chat right now.
Okay, so I'm going to go over my, I can skip some of these slides. Okay, so the materials for this project was a A1 Mini, a printed solid, it's a printed solid Jesse Golden Winter PLA. That's the filament we used. We used a Dyson Purifier Cool Air Quality Monitor, a benchy model as our model, and a closet to keep everything contained. Okay, let me just continue. Okay, I'm going to briefly go over this because, I don't want to go on and on and on. So I'm just going to skip right to my conclusion. So the hypothesis for this experiment was mostly correct, as I believe the air quality would get worse as the temperature increased. Basically, so the air quality increased, but it was at a very low amount. It still ranged in the good. So if you were printing with PLA, the air quality will get worse, but not a lot. Now, there's a few problems with this experiment that can be improved on in later experiments. Number one, in a failed trial, we opened the door to the closet and the air quality spiked, which means that maybe moving objects could kick up the dust, the particles, and make the air quality worse. Also, this was testing PLA, which is considered to be a safer filament. And there are many different other filaments, and we could also test resin printers. Also, color changes. This experiment did not test color changes, so those are all future experiment stuff. So I just skimmed through my PowerPoint presentation I presented. There was a lot more, but I didn't want to take too long.
That was a really cool experiment, Sagan. I'm glad that you did it because
Yeah,
a little more peace
it
of mind.
was really fun.
Yeah, hold on.
Did you test different PLA brands? No, we just used one PLA filament the entire experiment. Because according to the rules of the science so we had to do 3 trials for each of it, and so adding more and more variables make it so the trials. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me read this comment. I just got asked at a library about safety of resin printers, which I have only begun to explore. That's pretty cool. I held off on. I'm holding off on a resin printer because I just don't think it's going to be very safe for the air quality. Okay. Right. That's a cool project. I made a lot of controlled window fans that monitor. Yeah. But my experiment says it should be safe, but just know in one of the tests we did that we accidentally opened the door, and that was a failed test. But their quality spiked because things were moving around.
Copyright issue. Did you what measurements did you find for your VOCs? Because I think your experiment, Sagan, your VOCs stayed 0 or 1, right?
Hold on, let me check my data.
I think sometimes you're looking for something and not finding it, or you're seeing how bad is it. Not finding meaningful results isn't necessarily bad, but I love the fact that the closet made a change because that's interesting, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just glad that someone thought about.
Go ahead.
I'm just glad that someone's thought about air quality.
Yeah.
Okay, so on the VOCs only ever risen to a max of 1.
1 part per million.
And they had an overall average. Their averages were around like 1/3, or 0.33333 was like their average for their experiment for VOCs. NO2s did not go up at all. It was mainly PM 2.5 and PM 10. Interesting thing, they had the same results. So if PM 2.5 went to 1, PM 10 would go to 1 too.
And what does that tell you?
That tells us that they're like the same particles,
just the smaller ones. Hey, I found a picture of you with your trophy and your benchies. So that's the Olive print, and Pez Liz just showed up just in time for us to show benchies. She's not her favorite model, but yeah, he used 3D printed benchies for his science fair.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on the win. That's great. And it's news we can use. It's practical and useful.
So some peace of mind. Though I still made you open up your window the other day. Okay.
You were saying what you want. You said you said something, but it was quiet. What did you say?
I said that I never really thought about air quality before in relation to 3D printing because mostly we do it inside, which makes me think that doesn't have any effect on air quality, but of course it does. I just never thought about it before. And when you were talking about resin, my mom, she's allergic to resin, and having it in the air would be bad.
Yeah.
So the main reason that we did this experiment. Oh, sorry. But
oh no, go.
Basically, when the Bamboo Mini prints, there's a smell to it. You can smell the plastic, and the original hypothesis was that it was because it prints at a higher temperature, and we were trying to figure out, is this dangerous?
Well, more experiments to come.
Oh yeah, that's part of the science fair is like what can you experiment with next?
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. Oh my goodness. I think that we've. Do you have anything else, Reese and Courtney? Okay, Sagan, do you have any lore loops you need to get into?
Well, I want to say. I just like to thank all of y'all in the comment section for being so supportive and telling me and recommending me an amazing creator who makes battleships for Battlefleet Gothic. Thank you, Fortune Schools, for that. I just like to thank you all for being so supportive. So that's all.
Yes, kudos. I find our chat to be supportive all the time. So Courtney and Reese, we find you on Filament Stories, which is on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok, I want to say.
And Facebook. Facebook. Okay. We hit the I know you guys are we're not on Twitch. Well, we maybe, but not now.
Twitch?
We've got it. I know, I was like, enough platforms, but all 4 of those.
What's Twitch?
It's another streaming platform for gamers.
I've never heard of it.
Oh, your brother has.
He has?
You're on Twitch right now. We stream this to Twitch as well.
Right, they're streaming it to YouTube and Twitch. So there are people watching on both. Yeah, thank you for having us. I mean, Sagan, I thought this was really cool because I've been on live streams and Reese and I have done stuff, but I thought this was just a really cool topic, and I loved seeing your models. I want to see what your derby car is going to be this year.
Do you already have ideas?
When are you going to do it? Because what I'm saying is I'm going to come watch it because I can't wait to see what you're going to make. And Reese?
I'm going to answer a question from the comments. Kazan 3D Print says, Sagan, how old are you? I am 14 years old.
All right.
Oh, and I told you where you can find Courtney and Reese. Sagan, you can find him at 3D Printopia. He's grown up with 3D printing, and he's also grown up with 3D Printopia. He's been there every year, and he's thinking of getting his own table this year for some of his things.
I might get my own table. Yeah. I mean, I'm slowly building stuff up that I can show at the table. Like I got a helmet, I got these miniatures. So and I might get a table one day.
6 years of derby cars.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. I have a few derby cars I want to show off. Give me a minute.
Okay. How are you doing on time, Lawrence?
I do need to make a phone call before it gets too late.
Okay.
So Reese had asked, I guess the last couple of years about going to 3D Printopia, but this year, and I think was it last year too? So Space Camp, which when they started it, and I wanted to go, and it was like, anyway, she's going to Space Camp. They have a visually impaired week at Space Camp, and this is going to be your 4th year going, and it overlaps.
Wow. Wow, congratulations. This sounds like it's going to be fun.
It does. I am excited because we get 2 missions this time, not 1.
Oh, you get 2 missions? Mm-hmm. Yep.
I've gotten no missions so far, so. It's
actually fun dropping off or picking up because you get to go and see everything.
Yeah. My favorite is Big Rocket Room.
Big Rocket Room. The Saturn V. It's this massive indoor thing, and the Saturn V is above you.
Wow. It's a real rocket.
Wow. It's
They never launched it though.
Not that one.
Well. Not that one.
I think it's kind of funny. They built it just for it to be on a display. I'm pretty sure. I wonder.
I'm not sure. All right, Sagan, are you back with your? You got them? Okay, go for it.
Okay. So this first one I'm going to show my brother built in Minecraft. It's like an iron bar with soul sand with flaming dirt on it with a nether portal at the back. So my brother built it in Minecraft, and my mom made it into an actual model.
I had to recreate it, and it took some liberties. Like his nether portal is straight up and down, which wasn't quite aerodynamic, so I kind of tilted it.
Okay. Now the next two ones are very special to me. Okay, these are from the show The Orville. Vicky, Mom, they asked. Oh wait. Mom,
okay, there was a version of Minecraft that's it looked like that was my vision, was like, oh, you do it in Minecraft, I'm gonna export it easy peasy. But he was using the Xbox Minecraft, I think. So I had to take a picture of it and recreate it in Blender. But I think that I've seen articles, I think there's some kind of way to export out from some Minecrafts to get a 3D model. Sorry, Sagan.
So the next few derby cars are very special to me. These are from the show The Orville. This is meant to be the main spaceship, and this is meant to be a shuttle.
Wow.
And because of this,
I have a retro picture of your first Orville. Is it okay to throw it on there?
Sure.
There you go. This is also just shows how long he's been participating in the Derby.
Gosh.
That's his very first Derby car.
Wow.
So Reese's dad just said, "Oh, I love that show."
We love the Orville.
So he's behind the camera.
Reese's dad is also a fan of Weird Al Yankovic, right? So like we have some things in
total.
common.
Oh yeah. We listened to it in the car.
These are
very
special to me because after I got these, the people from the Orville sent me a book about the Orville and an Orville hat.
Oh, I have
what? That's awesome.
Yeah, like you would think, you know, I was like kind of worried, like, oh, IP infringement or anything like that, but they were so embracing. And on the day of the Derby race, some of the young actors, you know, that played Ty, oh gosh, I hope I didn't mess up that name, Marcus and Ty, those actors tweeted me to tell Sagan good luck at the race.
Oh wow!
That's okay, cool. That is
cool.
That's next level.
I know. That's. I mean, I think Next Level totally sums it up.
Yeah, and they said the hat is only hats that the crew members and the actors got. So that was kind of cool too. So we still have the hat. I almost lost it at an amusement park, and now I know I learned my lesson. Don't take Sagan's hat. And you like it's a special hat. Let's keep it.
Like of all the IP stories that you hear where this bad things, they took that and they were like, "This is a great look," and they made it into something positive. I love that.
I'm a person who likes to be safe, so whenever I take anything like my phone to an amusement park or anything, I'm always terrified I'm going to lose it, even though I know I need it.
I am too.
Sagan, do you have a story about people losing phones at amusement parks?
My dad put his phone in a pocket, and we rode the Griffin, which is my favorite roller coaster ride at Busch Gardens.
I love that ride. It's great.
And fell onto the ground. And we spent like almost an hour trying to track it down. We rode the roller coaster and trying to look for it where it was.
Oh man.
That's why you don't put your phone in your pocket during roller coasters.
So every time we go on a roller coaster, I remind my dad, don't bring your phone on the roller coaster.
Zipping pockets. That's the solution.
I was going to say.
I love zipping pockets.
I am a zipper pocket person like in everyday life.
All pockets should have zippers. It just makes your stuff more secure.
I don't understand. My pockets don't have zippers.
Am I seeing this? Did Marlin Firmware? They're saying, hey,
they're
also
14 years old too.
I love that. Of course, yeah, totally.
Happy birthday, Marlin Firmware.
Right? Very cool. I was thinking back, and anyway, very cool.
Also thinking back, my dad and we play Minecraft sometimes, and my dad, despite my begging, will not let us go to the Nether ever.
Oh!
He's afraid.
Yep, he's afraid.
I don't go into the Nether, but I know 2 boys who will go in the Nether with you if you want.
Well, apparently I hear from behind the camera, we're not prepared yet.
We are totally prepared.
I don't think the Nether is that difficult. I don't want this to turn into a Minecraft live stream, but I have something to say. I have played Minecraft for a very long time. In fact, we have a copy of one on the Xbox 360. So I played it for so long. And you think, after all those years of playing it, I'd have beat the Ender Dragon without using cheats? I have never. And so for once, I'm trying to do a playthrough where I beat the Ender Dragon. And I'm getting so frustrated because I've been traveling thousands of blocks and I can't find a village. And I can't find any iron.
Now that you're ready.
I think my brother's done it, though. I'm not sure.
I think if we take this video after we're done with the live stream and as you're talking and just chop out the words without using cheats, then you're good. Right?
There you go.
Edit the video and remove those 3 words.
Yeah, that's all we need to do.
All right. I think we're at a lull, which might be a good segue.
I think we're at a lull.
So,
thank you for having us.
Oh my goodness. Reese and Courtney and Sagan, you guys all knocked it out of the park.
Yes.
I feel like maybe this could have been like 3 different episodes, and maybe we have to make that happen.
It was so much fun.
Oh, good. Thank you. I just loved having my name in Braille, and I learned a lot. And we also, to follow up from the beginning of the show, milk is also the Virginia state beverage. So someone in the chat Googled it for me. So I learned an awful lot, including our state beverage. Thank you, everyone who joined us, no matter what time that you popped in. If you're new to the show, How Would You Slice That does air live on Tuesdays that are prime numbers. The next one is in 1 week, August 5th. So hopefully we'll see some of you back again. Sagan, Reese, Courtney, thank you again. And chat, thank you for all the questions. And like Sagan said, all of the great support of our guests. All right.
I'd love to appear in another episode.
Yeah.
It was so great meeting all of you.
It was so great. And maybe we'll see you at 3D Printopia.
I know. We'll have to bring her. We'll have to bring her. I'll come see you at your table.
I'm excited about this derby racing.
I know. We got to get her up there to do the derby racing.
Oh, no, I'm not racing. I'll watch, but I'm not racing.
You build a car.
I know. I'm not going to build a car. I'm bad at building cars.
We'll go on all night, Vicky. Just shut us off.
Why don't you read the final comment?
For the Emperor!
For the Emperor!
For the Emperor!
Next time, I'll see if I can appear on the show again. I found some new Imperial Guard models, so I might print an Imperial Guard army. And I'll see you all next time I can appear.
Okay. Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Get in there.